Hey everyone, this is a guitar tutorial for Flowers by Phil Wickham. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give this video a like, comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. Additionally, if you're interested in any of the gear that you see today, there are links in the description below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can actually do that by clicking the three dots next to the like button, and you can go from there, and I really appreciate it. Check out my book called How to Save Catholic Schools. It's available on Amazon as we speak. You can also opine some of my merch that's available on Spreadshop, and there's a link in the description for that as well. And lastly, if you'd like to join my email list, well, you can do that through the link provided in the description. All right, grab your acoustic guitar, and you're going to need a capo today, and let's get started. All right, you got to admit that was a good snap. Capo is going to go on the first fret, and we're playing in the key of C because the original key of the song is C sharp. Now, there's going to be a lot of different shapes, dropping a finger or two from the original shape. So if you're playing an F chord, it may not be the traditional full F chord that you might see here. You may just play something like a C suspended, if you will, but it's just going to follow the progression of the chart. So for example, I'm playing C sometimes in the song. Sometimes you'll see me play C suspended to play F. G could be here, but it also could just take that C suspended shape and go up 2 frets. And that's when I'm playing the introduction to the song. So for example, all right, so you get the idea. Well, I can slide around in different positions and kind of do different shapes, but play the same chord. I'm going to go over some of that picking pattern after we play through the song. What I do want you to keep in mind is some of the special chords that you may not play often, like F minor. To play that, I'm playing the entire first fret barred with my index finger, and I'm putting my ring finger and pinky down on the 3rd fret relative to the capo and playing everything. There's F minor, and a little louder with the pick. Playing an A minor full, not an A minor 7, I would recommend just do the regular old A minor. And there is a D minor in here as well, but you may not hear me go strumming all the way down to the high E string because it might be too chimey, and it's only during the bridge, so you might only hear me play all the way down to the B string. So become familiar with F minor and D minor, as well as C, G, A minor, and F, and you should be good to go and get ready to play the song. So I'll put the chords on screen for you. I'll say them as we go along, and then we'll talk about that picking pattern that makes up the introduction to this song. So get ready. Here we go. F, C, F, C, F, G, A minor, G, F, C, F, C, F, G, A minor, G, F, C, F, C, F, G, A minor, G, F, G, A minor, C, F, G, A minor, C, F, G, C, C over B, A minor, G, F, G, F, C, F, C, F, C, F, G, A minor, G, G, A minor, C, F, G, A minor, C, F, G, C, C over B, A minor, G, F, G, C, G, A minor, D minor, C over E, F, C, G, A minor, D minor, C over E, F, F minor, C, G, A minor, D minor, C over E, F, F minor, C, G, A minor, D minor, C over E, F, F minor, C, G, A minor, D minor, C over E, F, F minor, G, F, G, A minor, C, G, F, G, A minor, C, F, G, C, C over B, A minor, G, F, G, F, C, A minor, G, C. Well, everyone, I hope that I was able to help you out with that tutorial. Let's talk about the finger picking pattern that comes up at the introduction, and we're playing an F first, and then the C chord, then F again, and then C again. And this is where it switches up just a little bit. We're going to go F, and right away switch to G, which is just 2 frets down, keeping the same shape. And I go to A minor right after that move, so G, A minor, and then a G again, but a regular G without the bottom strings really, or the high E and B strings. So what my right hand is doing, it's kind of complicated, and I'll be honest, it is so hard for me to teach finger picking over YouTube and also holding my pick, because I just normally do that. That is probably not what a classical instructor might instruct you on how to finger pick. You might put your pick down, or you might be like me and sometimes put it in your mouth. But whatever you decide to do, as long as you hit those notes, because I can get away with that thumb, index finger, and middle finger really to play all of those strings. So what am I actually doing? Well, I'm going to play that as slow as possible, and then I'll try to walk you through it. All right, so I'm starting with my thumb on the A string, and my index finger and middle fingers play right after that on the D and G strings. So that's my first 3 notes that I'm plucking. And then my index finger plays that D string again. And then my thumb goes to the A string, so there's 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's basically going down and up. Down, back, up, thumb on the A string, index finger again on that D string, and then I put my middle finger down, and you can actually use your ring finger for this, for that B string. So we have And then my middle finger just kind of comes back to the open G string. And that's really the entire pattern for whatever chord I'm playing. So if I'm playing the F chord or the C chord, it really doesn't matter. That finger picking pattern doesn't really stop until the very last chord of the phrase, and that's the G chord. So thumb on the low E, index finger on the D, middle finger on the G, and then just kind of going back and forth. My index finger ending on the D string. So low E, D string, G string, D string. The whole thing really slow. Now I know I did leave out the sliding from F to G to A minor, but really my index finger, middle finger, and my thumb are kind of just hanging around the A string, the D string, and the G string. Thumb, index, middle, index. And it doesn't matter what chord I'm playing, at least in that part of the introduction. So try to switch really from the F chord to the C chord with that pattern that I showed you before, and then get comfortable with the F, G to A minor, and finally to the traditional G chord shape at the end of that phrase. That's honestly the hardest part of the song, because once you get to the chorus and even the bridge, even though it might have that weird wonky F minor that you may not be used to, you can still play that to the chord chart and you'll be a-okay. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can click the 3 dots next to the like button and you can go from there, and I really appreciate it. Click the link for my book called How to Save Catholic Schools. It's available on Amazon right now. And there is another link for Spreadshop, and that's basically a bunch of merch that I put together. You can check that out on your own leisure time. And lastly, you can join my email list. And if you do, you get my top 8 tuning tips that every musician should know for free. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great week. God bless.